What's up, YouTube? I just want to quickly preface this video, give a brief explanation as to why I put it together. Now, this is an opinion that I'm always very vocal about in hip-hop circles. That being that Fabolous is an extremely underrated MC in hip-hop. Now, Real Talk came out when I was in 5th grade. It was like 2004 or something like that. And I was just getting into hip-hop. And at the time, the biggest MCs in the world, 50 Cent was enormous. He was running the world in hip-hop. That year, Eminem dropped Encore. Ja Rule was still in the picture. Those were like the prominent MCs. I think Jadakiss put out Kiss of Death around there. So those are the MCs that all my friends who were into hip-hop were talking about. And I rode so hard for this album, Real Talk by Fabolous. And I just thought it was so underrated. I don't understand why people weren't giving it the time of day as opposed to those albums. Now, I look back on it now, and it's still a classic. I still listen to it all the time. It's, in terms of New York hip-hop, it's one of my top 30 or 40 albums probably ever in that category. Now, I've always been very vocal about how Fabolous is underrated. And especially in kind of a subcategory you can put an MC in. In the 21st century especially, a big trend has been the punchline rapper. Now, rappers are really hard to categorize. Like, Fabolous has songs like Can You Hear Me, where he's telling the stories and stuff. But when I say punchline rappers, it's those guys like, you could put Lil Wayne in this category, you could put Drake in this category, just to name some bigger names. Big Sean, you could say, is literally Fabous's offspring. I always say that and people get mad at me. But rappers who, in a verse, they'll throw, if it's 16 bars, maybe they'll throw 10 punchlines at you in a row. And the hope is that one or two will make you go like, oh shit. That's kind of the goal. Like, a Lil Wayne song, especially newer Wayne, is just strung together punchlines. And a lot of the music that Fabolous makes, especially on his mixtapes, are in that category. And so the opinion that I'm always most vocal about is that in terms of punchlines, punchline rappers, he is possibly the best currently. You could say that, like, if you try to find the origin of that style, you could say that, like, Big Daddy Kane that's kind of originated with him and Rakim too. And then someone like Big L made it a big deal. Like, there were songs in that first Big L album, like Let Him Have It L, where he's just like straight punchline after punchline. And, obviously, anyone who knows that stuff, it's classic. So there's a lot of newer rappers that have adopted that style. Now, if we move specifically to this mixtape, which is There Is No Competition 2, to me, this is my favorite mixtape of all time. Now, there's a weird trend in hip-hop where mixtapes are becoming like albums. If you're an independent artist, a mixtape is more of like a complete statement. But I mean best mixtape in terms of, like, you got DJ drama yelling over it. You got, like, at least half industry beats. It's just a mixtape. To me, that's what a mixtape is. And this came across my radar when I really was the least into hip-hop I've ever been. It was like 2010. I was in a metal band, working really hard, playing a bunch of shows, and I was totally in that world. I didn't give a shit about hip-hop. I thought that at the time that Drake sucked. I thought that the guys that were in the limelight weren't good. The drummer of my band said, yo, you should listen to There's No Competition 2 by Fabolous. I'm like, oh, I really like him. Real Talk was a classic to me. That'd be interesting. And the shit just blew me away. And it was kind of like the one braggadocious punchline mixtape that resonated with me back then. Now, fast forward to 2015, hip-hop's a style that I'm a lot more into than I was back then. And this mixtape has aged even better. Like, now it's even more apparent to me the more I listen to both him and to other rappers that it's just on a whole entire other level. So, as an ode to the greatness of There's No Competition 2, I put together the top 30 punchlines. Now, just quickly, the criteria for a punchline being good. Some of them, it's because it's funny. Some of them, it's because it's really clever. And some of them, it's just because it's straight lyrical. It's really impressive when you can turn a clever punchline into a 3 or 4 syllable rhyme. So the criteria on these really vary, but these to me are the top 30 punchlines on this mixtape. If you haven't heard this and you're into modern hip hop at all, you have to download it. It's free. Download it, bump it. It'll make you probably want to stop listening to Big Sean, because I just think, to me, he's an offspring of. There's no diss there, because I think he's really good, but he's an offspring of this kind of style that Fabolous exhibits on this mixtape. So enjoy the top 30 punchlines from Fabolous and DJ Drama. There's no competition too.
So you hearing that any nigga outcook me? It's suspect as R. Kelly with Girl Scout cookies. When you talking to a pro, request left. You looking for your girl? Oh, she just left. Her and my dick just became BFFs. Then I threw her out like Jazzy J, EFF. I'm raw dog. Take decks. You can't see me, neither can the flunkies under you. My shit bananas like a monkey number 2. I'm bigger than that. All you cowards and frauds, like water in the freezer, that's how I go hard. Flying your bitch's legs, twin tower your broad. Time to send them flowers and go hang yourself. They said try me, bitch, they must have told you wrong. You rather fuck magic with no Trojan on. Whoever said you 3 commas, hear my nigga Rojo, respect my conglomerate. Sleep is the cousin of death and y'all got on pajamas. Get her on the first shot, yeah, I won, take it, boo. Now she need the black mamba better than the Lakers do. Leave me alone, I'm in the zone. Who wants some of this college D? You sorry ass niggas owe me an apology. I'm about $1. Spit asylum bars, you understand why competition is extinct. Them boys is gone, word to NSYNC. I'm the Black Timberlake and Black Timberlands. They all dead, you can send back the ambulance. Like I'm Peter Parker, I'm in a Spider, yeah, the Peter Parker car. Gray with the black top like Sharpie markers are. Hating on a brother, go ahead, Obama me. Cause my bitch is better than the economy. Shit, it just dawned on me. All of y'all this is family, no outside interference. I'm a son of a gun, who wanna meet the parents, huh? I bring my love. Ask them hoes about me, they know how I D.O. Make them open wide for them bills like T.O. Mama said to you Rio, F-A-B-O, I be on them little planes. Passport tatted up like Lil Wayne. You niggas OT, Mary, but all the long stairs ain't necessary, hear me? Cannon with me, not the one Mariah Carey. I'm talking okay, Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. Kima's friends with Wendy, and both of these bitches want my penis evidently. My jeans are never empty, it seems coincidentally. They say that time is money, so my team be spending centuries. Beamer, Benz, up in the prison, the spiteful competition knows that they wouldn't have a shot at eating if they had a rifle in their kitchen. Beamer, Benz, or Bentley, Banks, L's, or Loso. We be paper touching, bank teller flows, ho. Yeah, we smoke a lot. Only if you go, I never do the bronze. Cause if you could have Beyonce, would you take Solange? Quickie, I only deal with 10 cents. My dick game is intense. Bent that Barbie over, and she ain't seen 10 cents. These niggas be tune into the game. Call me Rose Bryant, Paul Patron James. We walk up in this joint. This the flyest shit you may have heard. We all the way up in this Too Short's favorite word. Nino's here to take the car to y'all. MTV said it's 7 niggas hotter, y'all. It's the thought that counts, I say think harder, y'all. Nah, I ain't looking for... Yeah, I mean what I say like the dictionary. I don't write rhymes, I write obituaries. New Freck, tell him Ardo, match Wells Fargo. 10 G's in every pocket and we wearing cargos. Hit him with swag, red dot him. A shoe game, something need to be said about him. Santa Claus pants, yeah, that's some red bottoms. Her ex, this the flow that put niggas on their deathbed and make them bitches blow the whistle, give me ref head. Somebody damn for me, sweet. Sweeter than Georgia peaches. School of hard dicks, I get brain from gorgeous teachers. Funeral in the I got a plan for him. He said I'm Hollywood, go back where they plant palms. This the jungle, bro, this no fucking ant farm. And now here, life's a bitch that you can't charm. Damn, that's the realest shit I ever heard. Sometime a dumb ass drops a clever turd. Smoking sour diesel from 1/7/3.